What's up everybody, Derek here, and today we're going to talk about something that I don't hear a lot of people talk about. Okay, here's the scenario. You just bought a kayak. Now what? I've got 5 things here that might just help you along in the process of the first 5 things that you might want to kind of think about if you're going out there on the water so you're in the best position to go fishing and stay safe. And number 1 is just what I said, safety. Your PFD, you need to spend a decent amount of money. I'm not talking like hundreds of dollars here or anything, but at least $50. You can get good flotation devices on Amazon. I've seen them all over the place, but you don't want to go to Walmart and probably buy those $5 orange US Coast Guard approved kind of life jackets, because those things are not that great. They float, but they are big and bulky and they'll put you in a chokehold. So definitely don't go get one of those, but find something that has pockets so you can hold stuff in it, and something that's comfortable. It fits you perfectly. So definitely think about safety. You want to have all the stuff that you've got. You want to take your phone and make sure you got it in a waterproof case. You want to have some of those things at your disposal in case something does happen out there on the water and you're basically a rookie at getting into kayak fishing or just kayaking in general. You're going to be safe so you can make those calls, or a whistle, or some of those other things that they actually ask for whenever the game and fish come and check out people's boats. You could have those with you and you could be staying safe your first time, second time, third time, and onward out there on the water. Alright, the second one is common sense. You got to have a paddle, but you got to have a decent paddle. I mean, I went out and I bought a $20 paddle from Walmart, and sure, it worked, but the glue on them started coming undone. I mean, they worked for a little while, but you want to buy at least something that's decent, because what if you do buy this kayak and you start getting into it, or you're just starting out, maybe you don't like it as much as you thought you would. You end up getting rid of the stuff and you spent $100 to $200 on a paddle. Go, just like with the life jacket, go spend 50 bucks and up on a paddle, and you probably won't regret it. And it'll be something that's lightweight and comfortable in your hands so you can be efficient whenever you're paddling out there on the water. Alright, this third one's going to help you out a lot if you have an experience being blown around in the wind out there on the water, and that's some kind of anchor system. It doesn't have to be real expensive. It's just kind of a no-brainer. Something that is heavy that you can put on a rope and put into the water and tie off to the side of the boat, or use a carabiner or something that just clips onto the side of the boat so you don't have to worry about going around. Doesn't have to be a power pole micro or some stakeout pole. It could just be like a dumbbell that's like $10 from Walmart, like a 5 to 10 pounder, somewhere in that range, and you just tie a simple knot around it and throw it in the water to keep you in one place, because there's nothing worse being in a kayak and those things when it's like a 2-3 mile an hour sometimes on open water. It's like being in a sailboat. It will just take you, and there ain't no fishing whenever that's happening. So before you get out there on the water and learn the hard way like I did, definitely look at getting an anchor. Most of these are pretty much kind of no-brainers, but it's a lot of stuff that you don't really think about unless you experience it. And this is one of those where you might be going out there to go fishing. You're not used to maneuvering or moving around in your kayak, and you just moved a little bit too much out there in the water, and you scooted your rods right off into the water, and it's about 15 foot deep, and they just went right there somewhere underneath you. You're probably not going to get them back unless you're a really good swimmer. You want to put some kind of flotation device on your rods. A lot of people customize theirs in case this happens, to where you take like some plumbing wrap that you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's, and you put it on the wrap down by where your handle is, just right above it, and then people put zip ties around them, or some kind of pool noodle. It's pretty simple. So if you do scoot in the water, it's not going to go all the way down. It's basically going to float right there on the surface of the water, and you can retrieve it and keep on fishing, because there'd be nothing worse than remembering a trip where you lost all your rods and it was like your second time ever being in a kayak. That would be the worst. I know I wouldn't forget that. All right, this last one's pretty much common sense, and that's, you got to have some storage on that kayak. Whether you got a backpack, some drinks, all your tackle, who knows what you got with you, you can put it all into something, one place for all your stuff. And if you go to Walmart and you go to the organization section where the pens and the paper and all that is, usually you can find little crates. They're just little plastic crates. A lot of people used to call them milk crates, but they're just regular little plastic crates. They fit in storage sections, and if you don't have a storage section that's open to put it, just latch it down with some bungee cords or something, and you can put everything in it. You don't have to worry about it, and it's right there. So that's just one good little tip to kind of hold your stuff so you can have access to it just right there next to you, basically. But I hope these tips helped you guys out. I wish it was some stuff that I would have known about whenever I first got in with a canoe and a kayak and all that stuff, because I did some stupid stuff. I lost poles. I lost a paddle and had to basically jump out and swim with a canoe one time. All kinds of bad horror stories. But thanks for watching, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.